Well, this is it, guys. The final part to this three-parter epic trilogy. Don't worry if you didn't catch the last video. I'm going to drop a recap right after the intro. But I just want to talk a bit about this base before we start the video. I've been building these one-by-one designs for a while now, but changing the variations of them each wipe to do something different. And this time, it was this really cool, never-done-before loot room, and these super broken, super OP turrets and smart alarm combo, which would alert me when they went off and pointed me in the right direction. Now, I do have other wipes filmed with different styled one-by-ones, but for the next few wipes, I'm going to be taking you guys down a different route with some other extremely OP solo bases which always have a banging feature like a courtyard and whatnot. Just because I know you guys might be a bit fatigued on one-by-ones right now. But this base right here, in my opinion, was the strongest of all my one-by-ones I've ever designed, while also containing the most loot storage, which was well needed during this wipe, believe me. There's a reason there's 3 parts to this, and that's because so much happened. I won't spoil it for you if you wanted to go back and watch the previous 2 videos, but they were some absolute bangers, and I'm very proud of how they turned out. Now today, on my final day, I'd be going up against a big team from Asia. Yep, and I'd even be online raiding them all by myself. I had to deal with not only their numbers, but their turrets, their roof camper, and different groups of counter raiders, and it was just solo old me with a rocket launcher, a Thompson, and 1 turret watching my back. Now the answer to the riddle in the last video was, well, there was lots of answers, and to sum them all up, the answer was loot. For this Rust related riddle, I think you guys will get it easy enough. Here it is. I can build, I can ban, I can destroy, I can shield. I'll take a free field while using your yield. What am I? So before the recap starts, there's a quick and free way you guys can support my channel if you wanted, and that's just by watching the short ad from today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends, who've just launched a banging new Asgardian themed update. Check it out. Viking enthusiasts, God of War purists, Norse maxes, pagans, berserkers, modern Vikings, your time has come. Pick up your axe, get into the shield war, and join the battle, because the Asgard Divide has come to Raid Shadow Legends. Now is your chance to create a true god squad of heroes from the ages. Loki, Thor, Freya, and Odin are all within your grasp to have on your side right now. Download Raid for free using my QR code or the link in the description. Log in for 7 days between now and October 23rd, and you'll be given Loki the Deceiver for free. And on top of that, log in for an additional 7 days after that to claim even more rewards. And you can even unlock a second phase of free rewards once the 14 days of the login bonuses have been earned. The Asgard Divide event will continue all the way from August 21st until November 22nd. Now these champions, you might want to know about who they are and what they can do. Loki the Deceiver is a master of chaos and mischief, and he's like the rogue of the group. He can evade enemy attacks and cloak himself under the perfect veil buff. Freya Fate Weaver is the golden defender of Asgard, the paladin who protects her allies with buffs to their defenses. She has impenetrable shields and the ability to prevent death of an ally with the highest critical damage. Thor Feyhammer, the god of storms, deals incredible amounts of damage to his opponents with his brand new Thunder counter to deal powerful AoE damage. And finally, the All-Father, Odin Feyfather, the Lord of the Mountain Hall of Asgard. He has the ability to enter a Berserker debuff, which increases the damage a target takes and deals out. He can steal enemy buffs, revive his fallen allies, and deal old one-eye watering levels of single target damage. Enter the event dungeon as part of the Asgard Divide, a limited time dungeon that sees you facing off against enemies and a boss connected to the current event. For this first outing, your wits and mettle will be tested against the power of the All-Father himself, Odin. Only by using my link will you get these extra rewards. Upon registration, you'll get the Grizlled Jarl, who people consider in the top 3 epic champions in the game. You'll also get 50k silver, 50 gems, 1 clan boss key, and a mystery shard. Keep playing to reach level 25, and I've got more rewards for you, such as the Knight Errant, an insanely strong support champion. I also have an energy refill, a 1-day XP booster, and 1 epic skill tome. All of that goop is valued at $60. So download Raid, get that amazing head start, get your Asgardian heroes, and join the fray of the Asgard Divide. I started off my morning by showing off how crazy my turret trap was. Right, what turrets were they? 3 and 1, so this side of things. Then the traveling merchant stopped by my base, which was perfect because I could buy a heap of high quality metal while being protected by my turrets. Oh, the traveling merchant! What are you selling? I'm coming back, baby! Then my neighbors who had been losing all day to me the previous day got online. I started to feel bad for them, so I offered a truce, but was promptly betrayed. Here, take a jackhammer. I can see you guys trying to farm back up. Well, okay. So, I'm not gonna leave you guys alone now, and I don't feel bad anymore. Then they tried to kill me from their base, but left their door open. I decided I'd try and go deep. After the bear rug cucked me, they saw me TCing my base off, so they tried to do the same. Oh, it's Child. Soon after, Valley came on over, and as I was showing off how OP my turrets were, the perfect example presented itself. My turret just went off and we didn't even know it. Oh, loot delivery.
Shit.
As the night came, 3 kitted guys were running past my base, so I hunted them down. Then in the morning, a wary traveller happened past my base.
Can I please just keep my stuff, please?
Yes.
Please, sir. Wait, thanks so much.
No worries, man. Good luck on your wipe. Soon I was left with nothing to do but enjoy the serenity of my base and ponder my next move, which was to venture over to the supermarket and get involved in a massive scrap. After that, I raided my neighbours. The loot had obviously been moved. They'd log back on and taunt me.
You offline us, you gayo. Offline, offline. I am offline. I am offline. Offline. I am the offline.
Oh! After I found their loot, I'd do a couple of other random raids, and on the second one, I realised I was being door camped, so I spawned on another bag to take care of them. I hear him out there. I was getting door camped by 3 people. No. Got him. Once they were dispersed, I went to the giant excavator to counter it with 2 large Asian teams who were battling it out. This guy's probably running with the last of the sulfur. I ended up leaving with 25k sulfur, which would set me up for today, day 3. The day would see me go toe-to-toe with a large team from Asia as a solo, but before then, I'd be starting it off by cleaning up all of the litter that people had left outside. It's day 3. Backpack on the ground here. Where's the body that goes with it? Maybe he crawled away, came back and looted. He must have been loaded. So I think I got that notification maybe 45 minutes ago. Nice. Starting it off with a couple kills. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I get super lucky with people jumping out of trains in my location. Alright, let's unpack. Day 3 had started as seamlessly as day 2. I cleaned up some free loot, got some earned loot from a couple of unlucky rail riders, and then I spent my morning unpacking my base and crafting up all of the sulfur that had been left to cook overnight into gunpowder. It was a peaceful area. The base was calm, cozy, and hidden away in the woods, ready to protect my territory with those broken turrets and smart alarm combo at a moment's notice. It was truly the perfect solo paradise, but I couldn't sit here all day enjoying the serenity and the safety. Good stories can't develop by being idle. I had to go out and look for the danger, and the danger I'd inevitably find would create a doozy of a story. My first stop would be my usual haunt, the supermarket. AK, back over this way. So there was no AK here, just TD, the leader of a team from Asia that would be my biggest war yet. If only I knew at the time that I'd be a one-man army going up against a new tyranny in this part of the map. Oh boy, there's 2 guys grubbing this. I would love to know where they're coming from. Yeah, this is one of them. So he's coming from over here? The GRUB strikes again. There's another one. Alright, I want to go to Dome. I want to try and find green boxes. I want a big backpack for when I go raiding. You need a ride? Where do you need to go? Just want to get out here? See ya. Okay. Oh, we didn't find the backpack, but we did find an assortment of other stuff. Alright, it's time to get our base in order. Oh, I got my big backpack I wanted. Nice! How convenient. Someone asked for a bolty and I'm gonna give it to them. So someone asked for a bolty in chat, and because I was so rich, I said, why not? I even decked it out with a scope and a laser, and I even grabbed the scraps so they could research it. But of course, they ended up at the wrong location, and instead of them being there, someone else turned up. Well, that was bound to happen. While looking for the guy who jumped me, I'd find him. But of course, I'd find the other 50 million other grubs in the other forest across the way from mine that he was allied with.
Naked, you f***ing
Help me! Help me!
what the Sigma?
Excavator. What's Excavator?
They're watching me, bro. They're watching me. They're watching me.
Murdoch can't save you, brother.
Get that skibbity away from my base!
After that, I saw an airdrop that I wanted, hoping I'd get lucky and score some C4, so I rode out in search of it. The other dude who must have looted it vanished, so I headed back home with just an MP5 kit. Upon arriving, I decided I'd finish my electricity setup with a few more turrets amongst other things, simply because of that guy who was trying to break my oil refinery turret. Perfect. Let's go sell all this. Let's not go sell all this. I wonder if this has these with him. Come down and loot him. It's a lot of comps. Yo. Box of Hazzies. So the raid had turrets watching the breach on their raid base, so I decided not to go back. Instead, I decided to sell my 2 rows of fertilizer. Alright, we need a room. We're gonna sell this. We're here. Right, bought a bunch of scopes. We're just going to fly straight to a lighthouse to recycle them, and we're left with all that scrap. Insane. So I ended up just flying back and forth from the outpost to the lighthouse and back again until finally I used all my scrap on scopes and recycled it all into HQM. 26.4k high qual. Now that I've become insanely rich on high quality metal, I wanted to become even more rich on sulfur. After that huge successful counter raid on Giant Excavator in the last video that made me 25k sulfur, and seeing it was active again, I headed back over. I saw a car go through my shit. Well. Whoa! Well, I didn't get the sulfur I was after, but I did score some extra kits. And now that there was another big mess to clean up, I sorted my base until eventually I got to filling my TC, figuring out the maximum amount of time I could squeeze out of it. Alright, so that's the longest time we can get out of it, which is way past wipe in our TC. Nice. Now that the base was again sorted, I headed back over to the supermarket, where I'd be reminded that TD and his crew were still grubbing the spot. I found a grub nest. So I'd gotten everything back I'd just lost and more, but I got something even more valuable. Information. I now knew where not only one of their bases were, but both of them. They had a grub base right outside of the supermarket, and up the hill behind it, their main base. This information was invaluable to me. I'm gonna see if I can get TD to get on his roof. Yes, go to your roof. Oh!
Aha!
The boogeyman's here, boy! At this point, I think I needed to reevaluate how I was doing things. I needed to get away from this group for a while before I got tilted. So I switched things up. The first thing I did was bag in a guy who was crying to me in chat. He said he wanted to verbal PvP, which I thought was an insane thing to say. So I bagged him in.
Alright.
Then I made the journey across the map towards one of my little bases I'd put down in my travels, but gunshots at Missile Silo took me off my course for a moment. Not bad. I also found a TC with a tier 2 next to it in a decaying base, which I thought would be perfect for my little outpost base, so I crafted a molly and destroyed it. And then I arrived at my little home away from home. But there was a ladder stuck to the door and I didn't have TC privilege. He almost got away with it. After all of that, an hour had passed, so I started to make the journey home, hopeful that upon my return, things would be different. Alright, I think I know what the problem is. I was always fighting bigger numbers on their turf. I needed to turn their turf into my turf. I hit the farm to get enough resources to build a base right outside of their grub base. Got both my ops in my view. just like that, I had a fully operational base right outside of their grub shack. Now, this base did serve more than just the purpose of having close respawns to them. This base was also going to be my raid base. My first objective, now that it was complete, destroy their turrets. I spawned back home where my turrets had notified me on Rust Plus that they'd secured some more loot. Then I crafted some HV rockets and rode back over.
Hey man.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Destroy it! Just need some wood for my furnaces, guys. Alright, I played with these guys long enough. My 1x1 tower was absolutely jammed packed with their kits from the GRUB base. Now it was time to swoop in and go for the rest. If they weren't going to let me through the door, I'd have to climb in through a wall. This is what it's all about, guys. Get ready for an intense raid of a solo versus the grubbiest team in Asia. This wasn't good. Shit. One dead. Come on, Winter. Another one dead. Come on, Winter. I got him. I fucking got him. So not only was I versing a big team of Asians, a heli load of fully kitted Australians were about to show up as well. They're probably already sealed, you know? That's just my luck. Oh, fucking another team shows up in a heli. They haven't sealed. What can I do with this? What can I do with this? Where's a molly? There's gotta be more. I don't know what to do. I know what to do. Huh. I'm trapped! Yes. Oh. Oh, that That was hard to edit, and let me tell you, it was even harder being there in that situation. So many things I could have done differently in hindsight to make it a little smoother. Like not placing the turret with the rockets on me, or when I was looking for a gun, how about I don't run past a Tommy and an AK before finding a gun in a box? But shit, we did it. We actually did it. Against all the odds, I raided these guys. Their annoying roof camper, their turrets, their numbers, the squad that pulled up in the sky, the counter raiders on the ground, all of that couldn't stop me. I had won. And now, I just had to do the arduous task of moving all of their loot into my base. Before I knew it, it was all done, and I could finally leave this cursed area for a while and return back to my woods, where the outside world was a distant problem and I was safe in my little solo paradise. At least for a little while longer. Now I could go back to what made me the happiest right now. Sorting loot, cooking gunpowder, and listening to my turrets. Oh my god. Even though I was the happiest in those woods, staying in there wouldn't make for an interesting story now, would it? And plus, I had to do something with all that gunpowder I'd cooked, hadn't I? It was time to go on a raid spree. Full send, no raid bases, and come what may, I was happy I'd pulled off one of the most stressful raids I'd ever conducted in Rust. Oh my god. Perfect. Huh? Wait. I can see a battery and something glowing down there. I probably could have just gone through this. Oh yeah, I could have just gone through that. I could have done it with one rocket! These dudes have despawned, man. I hate these fucking people, man. Try not to be mad challenge, level impossible. Despawners are on par with the biggest losers in Rust, the roof campers. Change my mind. With all of my rockets spent, I had no obligations left to the wipe. I bagged in a guy who was asking for help in chat, and I tried to give him a lot of scrap to research some stuff.
Yo, man. Wait, how the hell did you get a mini in here? Oh, you pushed it in. Yeah, what were you telling me to look out the window for? Is that your base? I can barely tell what it's like through the window. Oh! I had no idea that was a chest. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Then a weird kid showed up trying to take me prisoner.
Oi! Mate! Where are you? How do you use these? No. How do you use these? Oh shit. Jeez. How do you wait?
Give me. Do the friendly
Swear
gesture.
to God. Oh. What? No. Yo, what the f? Nuh-uh. Oh shit, I'm about to die. Oh, stop it, I'm sorry. Take it back.
After that, I went to sleep. I could have ended it all there, but silly me had left the turrets hooked up to the smart alarms. And if you want to see how that works, why it works so well, how it's broken AF, and an extremely overpowered meta, check my last video. Anyway, I was getting notifications like crazy the next morning, so I logged on to see what the commotion was. After collecting the loot and dumping it, I was about to log off again, but I heard a raid off in the distance, and I was standing right next to my heli with a free AK kit. A lot of loot I no longer needed. It's always the way, you find some crazy jackpots at the end of your wipe. Anyway, I was frolicking through some field on a horse when my old friend TD jumped out of the bushes and clapped me. Normally that would have been that, and he would have scored a free AK kit, but I still had my raid base just down the hill from their main. I was now hearing another raid. This time, a duo was trying to take down a very large Asian compound. Side note, the guys who were defending their base got banned a few weeks later for playing with a cheater, which is wild because they had over 1,000 hours each on Winterus. I guess they couldn't resist. One thing I've noticed about the Asian teams is that they don't like to be raided, even if it's an online. They fight tooth and nail to stop you at any cost, and these guys were sinking rockets into the raid base that this duo was trying to build. Real rockets, not HVs. I ran that loot straight back to my outpost base and dumped it all there. And if you think that bolty kill was absolutely dirty, leave a like on this video and let me know you saw it, so I know how far you made it into the video. Anyway, later, I'd return home, back to my woods for one last time, sorting through all of the loot that had told so many tales during this epic 3-part journey. The base survived until the end of wipe. Not a single attempt was made on it. The world's greatest 1x1 base remained stoic in the woods until the end of time. A true testament to the fact that bigger doesn't necessarily mean better. Am I right, lads? Alright guys, I'll catch you in the next adventure, which will be coming out sooner than you think.